Hi, my name is Nuala Murphy, and I did the Cultural and Heritage Studies course last year. And so the route I took to the course was that I did languages, a BA in French and Spanish when I left school. Then I went tour guiding for a while in a cultural centre in Cork. And it was around 2011 that I went teaching English as a foreign language for a while. But at the same time, I realised that I had a great interest in Irish culture and heritage. I started to go to the Donegal Gaeltacht on language and cultural kind of summer schools in archaeology and Irish. So I had heard of the course in Coláiste Stefan Nefa, and it had come highly recommended to me, and it was I thought of doing it for a while, and it was only March 2020 that I finally applied and was accepted to do the course. And I have to say, I'm glad I did it. So Tim Murphy he taught us things like modern Irish history and also more older Irish history, things like old Irish law tracts and very old Irish books, and he also introduced us to the poetry of Seamus Heaney, for example. All this was done with great enthusiasm. You always knew that the tutors in Stefan Nefa were on your side. They were always very approachable. So Shane Lehan taught us archaeology, folklore, folk life, and other subjects. And I'd have to say that having done a BA already, that the teaching of Shane was on a par with anything in university, probably better than a lot of it. I suppose the one word that comes to me when I think of the course is enriching. So one of our first field trips was a Cork City observational walking tour, and I'd done other walking tours like this before, and they're always eye-opening because you realise that if you stop and take notice, there is so much history, so many old street signs and architectural features and things that you don't normally take notice of. And what was great about the walking tour as well was that we were encouraged to sketch things like the city coat of arms over the Cork City Library, and by sketching you really do take notice of something, and it was fun too. I suppose another highlight of the course for me was the archaeology project that we had to do, where you picked 3 monuments within 5 kilometres of where you lived because of the lockdown at the time. So I spent much of the lockdowns on a farm, and it was a joy actually to be out walking in the fields and to be photographing and measuring and studying, for example, the ring fort in one of the fields, and to learn about the website archaeology.ie and to find out about monuments in your local area. It was just very interesting. In the course as well, what I really appreciated was when we learned more about the seasons and how the seasons of the year have traditionally been marked in Ireland with festivals. For example, Halloween and the idea that Halloween was a party or a festival that marked the end of the harvest, when there was a plentiful supply of apples and nuts, and hence the games with apples and nuts. And I suppose Bridget's Day was also interesting to learn about, the links maybe between Bridget's Day and Imbolg, the old Celtic festival, of new life and rebirth and spring. And so overall, yes, I would say that the course was an enriching experience. And apart from the expertise of the tutors, what I really appreciated was their enthusiasm, their kindness, and their humour. And I feel fortunate to have done the course. And I'd just like to say thank you again to Shane and Tim. Bye.